One question that we're getting a lot right now from student athletes and families is, should I reclassify or think about doing a post grad or PG year somewhere? And this is something I've talked with a lot of high school student athletes about and their families, as well as a lot of college, high school, prep, and travel coaches. There's a couple things that I want to touch on this. First, it's not a panacea, right? It's not going to address every single issue that you might have during a recruiting cycle that has been changed by a global pandemic. There are great reasons to reclass or to do a PG year to allow for an additional year of academic maturity, physical maturity, on field development, all sorts of reasons to do it. But because the NCAA extended the eligibility through for 4 years of student athletes, this is not the sort of thing that is going to work itself out in 1 year. So reclassifying or repeating a year or doing a post-grad year is not going to address every single issue that you might see as a student athlete in terms of the roster crunch at the college level. But there are great reasons to do it. So just as it was before, I think of this decision to reclassify or do a PG year as an individual consideration that you as a student athlete and your family should consider if it's right for you. Again, there are a lot of really, really good reasons to take advantage of this. And it does, in some sense, give you another bite at the apple, so to speak, in your recruiting process. But I think the main thing that I would focus on is what is the right next step for me and the right next step fit for me as a student athlete. If it's a PG year or if it's reclassifying to allow for another year of development, great. And if that sets you up to find a better holistic fit at the college level the year after that, that's great. That's awesome. But what I would focus on is finding the next best fit, whether that is at the college level and thinking about, okay, with or without college sports, is this the right fit for me as a student athlete? Or, do I want to take that extra year and continue to develop, make my academic transcript a little bit more robust, take some of those more advanced classes and get used to some of that independence and autonomy and have a little bit more maturity if I do, for example, a post-grad year at a boarding school or something like that, so that I'm more ready and more fully equipped to tackle the challenge of college.